Welcome back, dweebs, to another topic on the Weekly Dweeb. With me, as always, is Kev. Kev, we are both huge fans of movies. We are both huge fans of movie theaters. And I don't think either of us are truly happy about this news. I don't think I need to hide that. The topic today, guys, is Netflix is to acquire Warner Brothers following the separation of Discovery Global for a total enterprise value of $82.7 billion. Netflix is going to get all of Warner Brothers' iconic franchises, their streaming, their libraries, HBO, like it's all in there. Film, television series. Kev, we talked about this pre-show. There used to be things called antitrust laws that blocked this because this is two major corporations merging that should not be allowed. That's really the statement. Like, there is no debate on that. What are your thoughts, man? Like, this is, I think it's horrific. I think it's bad.
Agreed. It's some of the worst news I've heard in a long time. And I will say, it's not just that it's Netflix and Warner Brothers, because I know the other entity that was tied to this has been Paramount Plus, which I would have the exact same response for.
It's not, I would agree. Our argument is not Netflix specifically. There's plenty of companies, Microsoft, Sony, anybody really. I guess those aren't great examples. Any media conglomerate. If this,
like if it was Disney or Paramount, either way, it's just like you said. There used to be antitrust laws in this country, and they were there for a very good reason. And the history is not even that old. I think that's the scariest part about all of this, James, is we should all, and most of us do, I think, know better. Like, we learned the hard way in this country, especially, what can happen when 4 or 5 people own everything. And that's why antitrust laws were put there in the first place. They have been whittled down. Now, this is not a recent political statement. So, as I said,
antitrust laws have been there for 60, 70, 80.
And they've been whittled down for the last 40 years. Like, it's before you and I were even born, this unfortunate trend was starting. But when you look back at like media in the early 80s and the number of companies, and then you fast forward to the last 20, 15 years, and you see that they're all owned by 6 companies, like, that was scary enough. That was way too far. Like, we had already crossed the threshold of, all right, this is bad. This is getting towards the, maybe not necessarily monopolies, but there are too few companies in these businesses now that don't really allow for just independent media. Now, I guess the everybody's got their own Twitter account, or they can do a Substack. So I guess as far as the news media goes, your best bet is just to find independent resources anyway. But this is just awful. And on top of it, first of all, it's Netflix, who has a history of just burning money, of just taking money and lighting it on fire because they don't know what they're doing. It's just them becoming a studio in the first place. How many shitty Zack Snyder films did they force out? And then there's that stupid Will Smith joint. I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like about a fairy tale where he's a cop. I mean, they are the last person that I would want, maybe the last company that I would want having this many IPs under their umbrella, because I don't think they've done a good job. Even the few individual things they've produced have gone south pretty quick. I'm looking at you, Squid Games. Hell, I'm even looking at you, Stranger Things. All right. Stranger Things, as much as I still can see the silver lining, I can't act like it hasn't gotten kind of worse as it's gone on. Like, I don't think Netflix is a great company for this. Although, like I said, I'd be upset no matter who's doing it. But we've got the CEO of Netflix talking about how, or the co-CEO talking about, oh, theaters are a thing of the past. My son is an editor. He watched Lawrence of Arabia on a cell phone. Like, cool for you and your idiot son. What do I care?
Yeah.
That is dumb. I don't understand. We have gone through, it's been 5 years or maybe 4 years since the pandemic has been done. It takes people a while to, especially when they've made such a drastic change in their lifestyle, to kind of come back. But I feel like people do want to leave their house. You know, it's not that everyone wants to just watch a movie on their TV. And how can you look at one of my favorite things have been people sharing photos of themselves sitting in the back row of an IMAX theater and being like, yeah, you can absolutely have the same experience on your cell phone. No, you can't.
Oh, it's so stupid, man. Like, I don't want to have this. I don't want to watch The Odyssey. I was thinking of a movie. I do not want to watch The Odyssey on my phone. I want to watch The Odyssey in fucking theaters. Period. It's the only place I want to see it. It's built for that. Like, and they they did the bullshit. Oh, we'll honor, theatrical releases and bullshit. It's just like when Microsoft was laying everybody off, and then they're like, oh, we're not going to move all our games to Sony's consoles, and then a year later, all their fucking games are on Sony's console, including their fucking Hammer Halo is coming to it. It's just like, A, you can't believe it, and B, it's like the ramifications of it. Just at a basic level, humans can only handle X amount of people in their life. Like, you can only be really close to so many people. It's just a neurological thing. Then you take it a little farther, like you slowly push it out, but like you can only oversee so many people as a business. And when you get insanely massive, and Netflix is already probably way too big, the inevitable destruction comes. The inevitable cuts comes because the person at the top doesn't understand what me and Kev are doing at the bottom level, and we're expendable, right? We've seen this. We have seen this recently. Activision Blizzard gets bought by Microsoft. Less than 5 years later, I can't remember exactly when that happened, Microsoft has cut 10,000 jobs, has shuttered studios that were a part of that because they're pushing AI, right? It always happens. You can't, like, I really hope, and this is, I don't like federal government meddling in much, but I really hope the Justice Department and everybody that's Justice Department might be the right department. I can't remember exactly who it is. I said that wrong, but like, man, I hope they step in here. Like, this should not be allowed.
Agreed.
This should not be allowed.
It's difficult. And, I agree that it shouldn't be allowed. And again, it's not that like, oh, you shouldn't allow Netflix to buy it. Let Paramount buy it. No. We need to.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't want them. I want Disney. I want none of them.
It's got to be somebody outside of the entertainment bubble. And even then, you're still like businesses, I think, and it's a tough thing like that. That could be a debate. That's a debate for a different program at a different time to talk about where that line is. But I feel like we're well past it, and that stuff like this just really shouldn't happen. And I have to wonder, where the hell is Netflix getting this money from?
I don't know.
Because they just invested not that long ago in the WWE. That was billions of dollars.
Yeah.
86 billion or whatever this is. But by all accounts, almost everything Netflix makes does not make them money. So where are they getting this? I mean, we're not that far removed from these articles coming out talking about how disastrous the Netflix studio project was when they started investing in making their own films. I mean, yeah, like they've had a couple of shows be successful, but how are they in a position to buy this in the first place for that dollar amount? But yeah, it's this thing that happens every time mergers and acquisitions. It always starts the company that gets bought. You're going to be told, oh yeah, just like we're being told now, we're going to maintain the current operation.
It never fucking happens.
Give it 2 years max, and that will not be
that.
I mean, look at NFL Red Zone.
Yeah, Red Zone's already got sorry to bring a football references here. This easy when they were the NFL. What they do is they sold the rights of it to ESPN. It was all it did was showed the highlight plays from games in the Red Zone for anybody that doesn't know sports, where they team scored. It had no ads all day
because you're paying for it already. Because you can't access it for free. You have to pay to get it.
Yeah, you can't get it on EK. Like you have to pay specifically for it. Right away, they added a minute of ads throughout the day, and they're like, "Oh, see, this isn't too bad. It's only 4 15-second commercials. It's up to 6 minutes already."
Yeah.
So
we're not even through one full
season.
Don't
fucking believe anything. That's a great example. Don't fucking believe a word. I did say the Department of Justice, and that is correct. They are the ones who I would do want to state they are the ones that run the antitrust division. So it is actually Department of Justice. I thought I said that wrong. This is bad. It's ultimately gonna end up back to cable, except it's just gonna be one company owns everything. It's gonna be Disney. It's gonna be Netflix. There's gonna be a couple companies. I hope this doesn't get through. I don't have much hope that it's gonna be stopped. But your rates, we're already seeing streaming services just skyrocket, and it's just gonna get worse. So you're gonna tell me Netflix is gonna merge that and HBO and be like, oh, guess what? It's $30 a month.
Yeah, and at some point, I'm assuming that's what they will do. Is add. I mean, we both got emails, right? In the dead of night,
like a 2 a.m. email saying nothing is changing.
Don't worry. But while at the same time saying we look forward to bringing HBO shows to Netflix at some point. But yeah, I think in streaming apps, the enshittification has run rampant already. I mean, look at any streaming app that you paid for. If you have stayed on the same plan, you have watched two things happen over the years. Your rate goes up. That's the only direction it goes, while also your experience gets worse. Like, so it's not even that you're still paying only $7 a month, but now you get more ads. It's okay. You went from $7 a month to $13 a month, and you get more ads.
Yeah.
And it's just awful. It's like Harvey Dent once said, you either die being the cable cutter or you live long enough to become cable yourself. And that's exactly what Netflix is doing. Pretty soon how long is it before Disney buys Netflix? Because at the end of the day, that's where this is all going. Disney, I think, is probably the only one that could swallow all of these.
Yeah, guess what? So all it did was they all cut cable, they all cut the cord, and then they all eventually got bought by one person. So it's actually worse. They didn't have to work together. They just fucking now own them all.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought your $250 dish bill a month is bad. Wait till that fucking happens. Wait till fucking Bob Iger's in charge of it all.
Some straight up Walter White math out here. All right.
It's just gonna be like
undercut the competition, you corner the market, and then you jack the price up on everybody. It's simple drug dealer math.
While cutting everybody out on the bottom because it's all AI bots. It's all AI short form videos and bullshit you're sticking on your platforms. Fuck off, all of you.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that part. How they've talked about what was the phrasing that they were going to use the Warner Brothers IPs for an AI treasure trove or something.
Oh boy, let me find this.
It's reminiscent
pretty scary.
What we talked about, I think, a week ago when we were talking about how Disney was going to be so gracious as to allow you to pay them so that you can generate AI with
It's exact same as what it was. Very similar.
Steal that or take it because it's theirs anyway. But it's going to result in less artists being hired. It's going to result in jobs once again being taken away, and it would be replaced with soulless slop content. And Netflix, I think, is the worst of them all, because how often do we complain about Netflix originals and how they seem to be specifically written for people who are not paying attention? It's like they write their movies for people who are on TikTok while they watch them. Like they do the thing where you explain everything, or we're going to flash back to something that happened 20 minutes ago because we know your drooling ass wasn't paying attention. And so like it's just it's
here it is.
The slop factory has bought. Oh my God.
Speaking on this was Friday, December 5th. So that'd have been Friday. Yeah. Speaking on investor call, Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos repeatedly mentioned future innovation is one of the reasons why the streamer was so keen to own Warner Brothers' 102-year-old back catalog. We didn't mention them all, but here's some of the, like, it's Harry Potter, it's DC, it's Game of Thrones, Friends, Big Bang Theory. It's fucking big. Now, insider sources have told The Hollywood Reporter that the subtext behind Sarandos' mentions of innovation was a huge boost to Netflix AI plans that Warner Brothers' library of content could bring, both to train future AI models and to allow subscribers access to generate their own creations using licensed assets.
That's exactly what we is Netflix users using generative AI to grind out more slop because there's not enough on that fucking platform.
Yep.
Jesus criminy.
It's funny. It is.
It's like Netflix doesn't need any help making more bad content, man. They are the kings of that. That's we were talking about.
Once Stranger Things is done, I'm out. Like, I'm done.
Oh yeah, same. I will be canceling my subscription, although that's always been my game. Those of you who've been around know that.
Yeah, Kev is an in and out guy. I need to get better at it.
I'll subscribe during the period where you have something I want, and then after that, I'm out. And I'll see you the next time you bring something that I want to watch. But it'll be very interesting. And some of these IPs are going to collide. So, for instance, now this is just me on my own nerdy side of it, but now Netflix is going to own the broadcasting rights for both major wrestling companies. So that again is going to lead to a lot of people losing a lot of money, because I can't imagine AEW sticks around. So you're going to have WWE there. And then AEW's lucky that they are owned by the son of the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, Shad Khan. So they have endless money. Yeah, but, look forward to watching all your future AEW pay-per-views on YouTube for as long as that's available. But yeah, it's just like the ripples of this are going to impact so many people in what I believe will be a negative way. And I just can't wait to see what some drooling Netflix user does with the Sopranos generative AI. I can't wait to see that. That's what the world's been needing. More
the Superman Harry Potter crossover.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God, dude. It is very bad. A horrible time to be into streaming. And let me take this moment to once again remind you, our wonderful viewer, that physical media is always the way to go. Because you know what? We don't have to worry about our favorite DVD that we have on the shelf being removed from the streaming service. Oh no, the contract went up. Will I ever be able to watch this again? Just buy your own media. It's time.
Yep.
If you've been into the streaming thing, I promise you, just buy the show. Buy that season of that show that you want to watch. You'll have it forever. You can maybe sell it later. At least at that point, you can get something back, as opposed to
I have Netflix DVDs of the Lost series, my favorite show of all time, and boy, am I so glad. I bought like a special edition of it after it came out. And I'm so glad I have those.
Yeah, buy the movies that you want. Buy the seasons of the shows that you want to support. And I guess it's time to cut the cord again. So this time
cable's coming back, folks. Get ready.
Streaming cord.
Just going to cost twice as much. Fucking stupid. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the Weekly Dweeb. Check out all our other content. Please like, subscribe, share, and there'll be more topics later this week. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next time.